Willkommen back zu das channel, Herr und Damen. Welcome back to the channel, lads and ladies, and welcome to a little bit of premium bias Thunder, the T20 American medium tank with heavy amounts of protection on the turret that has only gotten better as a result of volumetric shells, and facing off against some things that really shouldn't try to face rock. So we're gonna insert logic soon, but we just want to play a little bit risky just for the funsies. And then we're gonna get into our Polish P47. That's an acquisition that I'm just very pleased to have picked up today. I had almost enough Golden Eagles saved up from all the packs that I got during the sales, and I was gonna spend them on the British Harrier, but I mean, 5.7 premium P47 rare collector's vehicle, and what, like a dark gray, like a black suede camo for the P47. You better believe I jumped on that. I definitely regretted not picking it up the first time, and we just missed the weak spot on the turret of the Tiger, and we were just kind of firing in the dark there. That was not a good decision, but it shows off how the overlapping armor and the massive breach when compared with the overall size of the turret on the T20 really helps you to survive shots, especially with the way that APHE reacts with overlapping armor and internal modules, mainly by not triggering the high explosive. And, oh hello there, nice of my teammate to mark him on the map, and I did eventually get around to taking him down. It's been a long day, it's been a long night. I got out of the house. My wife was actually home all day, so I got a little bit distracted and just enjoyed her lovely presence. I like her. She's still my girlfriend, and I just happened to have married her and really been just enjoying her for all these years. Anyway, how long has it been? Like, I want to say 8 years, something like that. Alright, I'm alright with not getting the engine on that shot, and the second one, yeah, he didn't respond entirely correctly to that situation, but it's hard to blame him. They took away the markers for where you're being hit, I think, and I think he just didn't know where that shot came from, so probably would have been better for him to try and whirl around and get the gun on target and maybe angle his hull. But you live, you learn, you get loves. And by the way, don't buy the cheapest diapers. You want to buy the ones that have like the double Velcro or whatever it is. Anyway, we're just, repossessing American vehicles and performing some community service there. Where did your eyeball? All I see is poo. She has some brown Play-Doh, and she loves to pretend that it's poop. It's pretty cute. Her favorite jokes are suddenly there's poop jokes. It's quality stuff.
I put the grass on this to make an eye.
Yeah, come here. Tell the mic what you're doing, baby.
This looks when you just keep on going.
Tell the light, baby. Come here. Do you want to talk?
Of course.
So, some nice rockets into the whirlwind. Always nice, and we're just having a total blast in the Polish P47. And by the way, you may have noticed from the length of this video that you're gonna see a lot more, and that's gonna be some replays and then a little bit more of this new 5.7 lineup that I have going on. And I really enjoy the P47. I have the AU1, and it's an incredibly powerful ground attack event aircraft, and it's sort of a double-edged sword, the whole exclusivity thing in War Thunder. I love, as a as a wannabe collector, having vehicles that people don't see very often. And it's just neat to see people in the game that are like, whoa, where did you get that? Or how do you get that vehicle? And it's just kind of cool. And at the same time, it really is a shame that things like event vehicles are so hard to come by. And even if they eventually get thrown into a gambling pack at some point, that's just... I completely disagree with the idea of having random chance involved when it comes to spending your money in this game. It's just... it leaves a bad taste in my mouth. But, you know, I guess you can avoid it if you happen to have been around and had a chance to participate in the events where these vehicles came from. It's just, it's a shame. I'd like to see them be more available, and that goes for everything. I like rare things in the game. I like special things in the game, but I'd rather have people get regular new access to them. And on that note, kudos to Gaijin once again for bringing back the mouse for a while. It was a hugely successful event, and I've talked about it before, but I talked about the fact that they removed the mouse quite a bit, and look at those rewards. Tasty. Yes, this is a premium lineup, and I was checking to see if there were any boosters on the SL. No, that's just what happens when you win a match with some good results in premium vehicles. Anyway, here we have Admiral Hip Hip, hooray, once again coming at us, this time with the M4A2 76, I think, something like that. It's got that nice flat rolled homogeneous armor and a fairly effective turret design as well, having both armor and fantastic gun handling. It really goes to show the power of American tanks at 5.7, and you know, these Shermans keep inching their way up in BR. If they go up any higher, it's going to get a little bit silly, but they just have everything. It's just okay, I'll shut up about it. I've talked about Sherman so much, but this is just yet another reason that I think American bias is the only real bias in the game. That might just happen to be dollar bias. But anyway, another thing I've noticed is this, the delay on slewing the turret. I think that might be an effect of the stabilizer. I saw that a little bit in my T20 in the live matches, or it could be a replay bug, not quite sure. Aiming a bit too high there on that, I think Italian M26 is really going to hurt him if the Itaglieri could get a shot off, which he could not. That 90 mil smacks hard. And as an Italian player, you don't have to worry quite so much about difficult German armor facing off against you, as they often get paired with the Germans, giving a little bit of that medium tank meta that America brings to the table to the Axis side, because everybody gets a Sherman, might as well give them Pershing as well. Anyway, where was I? Not sure. It's been a long day. I was gonna say that I went and cut a lawn. You could say that I mowed, but I actually did a good amount of extra stuff. It was my grandpa's house. He has a house that he doesn't live in and a house that he does live in, and he's a little bit of a hoarder, but let's just call him a survivalist. I mean, you can't blame the guy. He grew up in the Philippines when they were occupied by the Japanese in World War II, so fun times. He is never going to be without canned food and toilet paper again in his life. So he has a house that's, you know, basically full of canned food and toilet paper. And I cut the grass for him for some nice monetary payout. He's not super generous, but it's a nice reason to get out of the house. I've found that I don't work nearly as hard when I'm not being paid, and I'm just kind of rolling with it at this point. But good exercise, once again, because I've been using all manual tools and a lot of hand tools. I broke out the grass whip, which is it's an interesting tool. Very versatile, the one that I have, because it's very sturdily built. I'd say it's about twice as heavy as a grass whip actually needs to be, but because it's built so sturdy with thick, heavy gauge steel on the working end, that you can use it for a lot of stuff, and I was using it for a lot of stuff today, besides just earning War Thunder money. His house that he doesn't live in, the toilet paper house, if you will, is in a swampy part of town. About half of Reedsport used to be a swamp, and, well, I mean, it pretty much still is. It just kind of got filled in and built on top of, but it's still a swampy environment. And what that means, as Admiral Hip Hip just swamps the enemy, see how I brought it back around, with 76 mil and 50 cal fire, even opening up on a duck. Quack, quack, motherfucker. Where was I? Grandpa's house, cutting the grass. Grass whip used in creative ways. One of the things that I like to do is I like to kind of try new things with my hand tools. And here we go into some air-to-air action in the Polish P-47. And this is going to be a little bit shorter of a clip, but it was nice, and I think you'll see why. It just shows how capable this aircraft is. And when it comes to the P-47s, pretty much across the board, if you treat them like a heavy fighter, they'll do better than most heavy fighters. And they're surprisingly good at low speeds with the flaps out for Harambe. And look at that, just the color scheme on this aircraft is just very posh, very dapper. I like it a lot. And at the same time, if you're flying air-to-air with this thing, for God's sake, drop the ordnance. You don't want to try and maneuver with bombs on the wings. The roll rate on this thing is already a little bit sluggish. It feels like it has a little bit more momentum than it used to have, and not in a good sense, but sort of a brake inertia when it comes to moving the wings around, but that's fine. The amount of energy this thing carries is just incredible for a prop, and that hasn't changed, along with the firepower in the wings. Now where was I with my story? Wire whip, gone wrong, gone multi-tool. Sorry, grass whip, not wire whip. That would be a lot whiskier business if I tried to use a wire whip for what I was doing. And what I was doing is cleaning out the cracks and crevices in the cement. At least they used to be cracks and crevices until as a result, I should say, of the swampy environment that all those houses are in downtown Reedsport. There was swamp grass growing in all of the cracks, and not a small amount of it. The vegetation grows very, very happily there. It'd be a great place for a garden, but I don't think that Tempest is gonna pull out. Nope. Tank baby time. That's okay. We could have a fourth, right? We could have a fourth. Anyway, ConeOfArc now in the Tiger. This is going to be a stupid match. Just fantastic. And it goes to show that there is a balance to the force. I showed off a little bit of American bias, but there is a German side of the force as well. And I feel an awakening of the bias, the German and the American. American respawn bias. It seems like American lineups are just full of vehicles that are viable. So when you're facing off against American teams, it seems like they just keep coming. But you know what? That's great if you can keep killing. And I guess my lawn cutting story is done. I know it wasn't a super exciting story. I mean, it's not the ugliest baby I've ever seen or anything, but I've been getting into using manual tools more, and it really brings me back to my, of all things, martial arts days and wildland firefighting days, and both of those are really close to my heart. I love working physical work that's not always the same stuff. In other words, using hand tools is just a lot of fun. And I was using like bow staff skills and nunchuck skills. I'm going to be honest with you, I don't have really any experience with nunchucks. I think it's kind of a weird idea for a tool and a little bit risky. Not my style, but I actually spent a lot of time practicing with the sai, or a pair of them as it were, the fire poker if you're a man of culture, and there you go. I mean, it's just so nice to get a side shot on a Sherman Jumbo, knowing what the alternatives could entail, even in a Tiger. But, oh man, I have so many fond memories of practicing with martial arts equipment, and the term karate, which means empty hand in Japanese, I think. It's what they told me it means. It really is a good name for the body of knowledge, because it really teaches you what to do with your hands. And the cool thing about that, learning how to move your body, is that even when you put a tool in your hands, the movements that you've learned as part of karate, as part of karate, if you will, is still applicable. So you end up just getting a lot better understanding of how your body works. And it's weird that people don't put more of a premium on that. I can't tell you how much stuff from school I've just completely forgotten and never used again. Even the fabled Pythagorean theorem, if you will. But at the same time, while I'm not doing triangulation math on my own, I'm using my body every day, and I'm using karate every day, and I'm really glad that a friend invited me to the karate class at Southwestern Oregon Community College, where I was going to college before I dropped off. Oh, am I talking to the Play-Doh now? Yes. Hello, boys and girls. Today it's the Play-Doh show, and we have Guppy Wicks right here with us, and she's gonna bring us the news. Guppy, what's the news?
I can look like a baby.
You look like a baby? Okay, and now you're climbing me. Hi, baby.
I squished it.
Yeah, you squished the Play-Doh. Hey, do you see the light? Daddy's recording a video right now.
Is it on already?
Yeah, it's on already. Do you want to say hi to the boys and girls?
Okay, then the TV.
Yeah, they're watching their TV right now, and they're watching the video, and you can say things to them and they'll hear you. Do you want to say something?
Yeah, there's a girl and 2 boys.
There's a girl and 2 boys. How do you know?
'Cause I know that when you just see it.
Yeah, okay.
This is the tank.
Yeah, that's a tank. That's ConeOfArc
Oh,
in the Tiger, and this is the 5.7 Tiger, showing that it's still good, even with a slightly higher BR than the Tiger that gets the old style capote. Are you climbing up? Yeah. You know, I've got like 10 minutes more video to make, don't you? Did you know that? You're covering my mouth. How am I gonna talk? How am I gonna tell the people what's happening? Ow, if you eat my cheek!
Pizza?
I am not pizza. Why are you biting me? Why are you
I'm
eating?
hungry.
Hey, you are hungry. Do you want some peanut butter jelly? Do you want chicken nuggets? Don't eat my face! Are you a mountain lion? You're not a bear. Bears eat people from the genitals up.
But I do.
Mountain lions start with the face. They'll tear off your cheeks. Ow. Yeah, like that. You have very strong teeth.
I pretend to dare.
Yeah, you're pretending. Yeah. You want to do armbar? So, hey, oh, now you're running away. Okay, I figured out the phrase arm bar frightens her. Oh, you're back. Are you not afraid? Haha, I still have my arm bar. So you gotta secure the wrist. And then, what? That's an excited scream. Are you firing me? Okay, now she's attacking me. She's attacking me. So, you may have noticed something of a lack of commentary.
I'm fine.
And that, yeah, you're arm barring me. Good job. Put your hand on the elbow. You wanna hold the wrist? Hold the wrist and block the elbow. That's what makes it an arm bar. If you just hold the wrist, then it's called a wrist lock. Can you say wrist lock? Very good, baby. I was just telling the people about how good karate was to learn, and then I learned some jujitsu. And you can throw your kids across the room that way. And, alright, I'm back. Let me fix my headphones here. I don't think I have long to live, lads and ladies. So, say goodbye to Toshio. He was mauled to death by a toddler. And you know what? This is the last video that I make that I'm glad it ended on a ConeOfArc replay. This has just been an absolutely thrilling match in the Tiger. No need for commentary, really. And apologies if you didn't feel like hearing a gleefully squealing, how old are you? 3-year-old in the background. But, like I said, it's been a long day. This girl is just not going to sleep, so I keep having to morote uke her into the couch. And yeah, morote uke. And usually you can't throw someone with an augmented block. I mean, you can't like throw their entire body so easily. But one, her Kazushi is pretty weak, and two, she's tiny, so she's pretty easy to morote. Oh man, one day I'm gonna be dead, and maybe she'll remember these videos. Hi, baby. That really is good. You get a hand underneath the armpit, and then you sort of rock a hand in a small circle, like in front of the hip bone, and then through the hip bone, and it just makes for a nice little toddler launch, as they say. But I must not be doing it right, because if your jiu-jitsu is on point, you don't even need to like strain yourself while you're talking. It's so smooth. You can hold a conversation and not even worry about what you're doing. Hi, I'm not throwing you. I'm not gonna throw you. I'm not gonna throw you. You're gonna throw yourself. Throw! Woo! Okay, maybe I threw her a little bit. How you doing? Hi. Okay, I might be safe. What's been happening? We're at 11 kills already, and of course I've been commentating so nicely. Cone, thanks for sending in your replays, by the way. This guy is busy running his very successful YouTube channel and occasionally making a meme video every now and then, streaming, playing other games. Why are you laughing? Why are you laughing? She's just standing on me. She has incredible balance. And something that's not balanced, something weird happened today. So, maybe over the past couple of days, but I've been getting around under 50 views on a video, which is fine. That's nice, you know, nice little audience, great audience. I'm not sure why that dipped into the ground, but don't ask, you know, don't ask questions you don't want the answer to. But I uploaded a video from my phone of the girls just dancing a little bit in their Halloween costumes that they wear all year round. And I think I actually bought the Pikachu for Chonky after Halloween. Pretty sure I did. And it got 450 views. So I'm just gonna be a family channel now. I'm just gonna show videos of the girls being cute, and we'll get views from, you know, little kids and Discord mods. It'll be great. But yeah, that was interesting, but whatever. You know what? If there's anything I've learned about YouTube, it's that it's quite random what you're gonna get out of it, unless you try and play the system. Hey, use words. It's late. Daddy's tired. But anyway, ConeOfArc, 13 kills now, like it's nothing. This guy getting kills on the move with the tiger. You gotta kind of, ow, you're biting me. What am I?
I'm a chicken nugget.
I'm not a chicken nugget, I'm daddy. But M19 opens up on the tiger from the back, and you know, it's actually really difficult, nigh unto impossible, to pen a tiger from the rear with that 40mm Bofors. And yet, you can punch through the lower side armor, you can track them, and you can take out the cannon barrel. And that's actually what I would have recommended. Hey, that's too loud for that M19. Instead, he got Cone's attention, and had Senpai just kind of take him down. And a wrist lock. There we go. Nice, gentle, wholesome family wrist lock. Hi, baby. She doesn't care about small joint manipulation. Hey, you are just so excited today. What are you thinking? Huh? What are you thinking? You just want to play. When she gets tired, she turns into a serious stinker. Because she has, I don't want to call it ADHD, because that last letter there stands for disorder. And you know what? I don't think that she has a disorder, but caffeine evens her out a little bit, as rarely as I give it to her. And the more tired she gets, the more she just feels compelled to be busy doing things. And right now, the only thing she can think of is to attack me. So, okay, karate lesson number 7041. And a rear arm punch. Highly effective technique. You just you can lay your whole arm across somebody's back and just have it there. And as long as you can hold their wrist behind their back with your other hand, then you got a very reliable and comfortable arm bar. What? Hey, you're biting me still. You're biting me. I'm gonna tickle your flanks. I'm gonna tickle you. Cone count, 15 kills. Is that 5 cats? I've got no words. I have no words. He's been carrying this team. He's been creating carrion on the field of battle. And I've been a little bit distracted. This is my second take of the audio! This girl is just not going to sleep. Because, I mean, hey, no screaming. Hey, no screaming. Baby Josh is sleeping. Well, he's trying to sleep. But, yeah, she's just super excited tonight. And who can blame her? She is in the presence of greatness as one of the highest kill replays that's been sent to me here in RB on a map that's usually a pain in the butt, but once you get into a good position, which is sort of the center of the map, just what Cone has been driving through again and again to secure this match, you really can do fairly well. It's just there's almost no cover in between the buildings on this map. Then you get into the city area. Hey, no screaming. And things really turn on their head. I don't know. It just seems like this map has a lot of emptiness to it. At the same time, it's really fun to fly casts on this one because it's a little bit easier to make out where people are moving. And yeah, I guess it's just kind of a balance. If I seem a little bit distracted, it's because I'm holding a toddler upside down right now. So I'm just kind of, letting some of that blood toothbrush to her brain. Maybe she'll start using words again with some fresh blood supply. But she's gone feral. I'm so proud of my guppy, of my Brooklyn class. She's a really cool kid. She's beautiful. She's built like a wrestler. She's built like a swimmer. She's got these flipper feet that she inherited from her daddy. Big, strong, long, powerful feet with beautiful toes. And she doesn't wait for someone to help her do things. If she notices that her toenails are long, she'll just put her toe in her mouth because she's a flexible monkey and bite the nail. That's right. She chews her toenails. Hey, Brooklyn Wix's boyfriend in the future, your future wife bites her toenails off. Enjoy that. I have really cool kids, and I love them so much. And at the same time, you know what? It feels good to have a side hustle as a man. And for me, cutting lawns and making YouTube videos, that's pretty nice. I may have punished you guys' ears quite a bit in this video. But you know what? I think I've already alienated all the people that can't bear this kind of stuff. And I don't know. I don't have another half hour tonight, so I'm just gonna go with it. Catch you guys in the next video. Bye-bye. Guppy, say bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Say it to the microphone, baby.
Bye-bye.
There you go.